A diplomatic show of force in Ukraine today. European leaders announced they were reopening their embassies in the capital. And in a surprise visit to Kyiv, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson walked along the city streets with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Johnson also pledged more military aid to Ukraine. In Moscow, the Kremlin has reportedly put a single commander in charge of an invasion plagued by casualties and poor logistics. Fearing a new offensive, Ukrainians today were still trying to flee the eastern part of the country in the wake of another brutal assault. CBS's Holly Williams has the latest from Kyiv.
Good evening, Adriana. Russian forces have withdrawn from around Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, but the fighting is ongoing here in southern Ukraine as well as in the east. And Russia continues to rain terror on this country from the air.
This train station in Kramatorsk was packed with thousands of people evacuating their homes in eastern Ukraine on Friday, when authorities here say it was hit by a Russian missile strike, killing at least 50, including children. Russia claims it wasn't involved. A senior American defense official says the US isn't buying it.
It is strategy how Russian army, how Russian troops do their war. They just kill civilians for scare them.
We drove north this week near Ukraine's border with Belarus, where some Russian forces are now thought to be regrouping. On highways, the Russians destroyed bridges when they left, so we took back roads, getting bogged down in the mud and making it out with a helping hand from the Ukrainian military. The Russian soldiers left the village of Termakivka just over a week ago. The streets are still littered with the wreckage of war. Tetiana and Oksana told us the Russian troops looted in Termakivka everything from silverware to children's clothes, bicycles and washing machines. This security camera footage from Belarus appears to show Russian soldiers sending their stolen goods home. The behaviour of Russian troops in Ukraine has been shocking to many. Not just brutal, but apparently undisciplined. Termakivka is around 30 miles from the Chernobyl nuclear plant, where Russian forces have also pulled out, leaving more senseless destruction. Ukrainian staff members say when they lost electricity, they resorted to stealing Russian fuel to keep the generator running. If we'd lost power, it would have been catastrophic, said Safety Supervisor Alexander Labado. I was scared it would be a tragedy for humanity. And in the Red Forest, one of the most contaminated parts of the exclusion zone, Ukraine says the Russian troops dug and occupied these trenches, exposing themselves to significant doses of radiation.
Great reporting as always, Holly. Vladimir Putin's original battle plan appears to have failed, and his forces are thought to be regrouping. What do we know about what's likely to happen next?
Well, Adriana, Russia has indicated that its focus is moving to eastern Ukraine, and Ukrainian officials have urged civilians living in the Luhansk region to flee immediately. Meanwhile, following Russian military failures during this invasion, there are reports that a new Russian general, Alexander Dvornikov, has been put in charge. Now, he apparently gained experience in Syria, where Russia's been accused of committing war crimes by the United Nations.
Holly Williams and our CBS crew, thank you. On this Sunday's 60 Minutes, correspondent Scott Pelley speaks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He also visited Bucha, where Russian forces are accused of committing war crimes. You can see Scott's report on 60 Minutes this Sunday.